Implementation overview. How we set up the evaluation. We ask you to identify a group of target learners. The What Worked Teachers platform will then randomly allocate these to intervention and control. You'll then complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both the intervention and control groups. The intervention will receive this for 6 weeks. The control will continue as normal. And then both groups will complete the post-assessment spelling task, which is the same as the pre. Then enter the data into the platform to generate an impact report for your school. And if this is successful, then the control group can receive this. So planning. Step 1. Identify a group of learners to participate in the evaluation. Step 2. Identify 50 challenging words from the National Curriculum Guidance. These will be introduced by 10 new spellings over 5 weeks, with week 6 being a consolidation. Then select 20 words to use as the pre- and post-assessment task. Please note that the number of words depends on your school's expectations for the number of words taught per week. The minimum is 10, but this could be more, and this will create a list of at least 50 words for the 5 weeks, with the final week again being that consolidation. Whilst we advise that you use the DFE spellings, you can use different words if these are from your school existing schemes, and you follow the same process. E.g., a minimum of 50 words are selected and 20 of these are used for the pre- and post-assessment. Step 3. Using the trial wizard on the What Worked Teachers platform, randomly assign learners to the intervention and the control group. Implementation. Step 4. Complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 5. For the intervention group, deliver the targeted intervention. Use your professional judgment to decide the frequency, whether this is going to be daily, weekly, and then log this in the process evaluation. The control group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. At the end of the 6 weeks, complete the post-assessment spelling test. This is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the post-test in the trial wizard. If you then complete the process evaluation and then click Analyze, it will generate an impact report for your school. The intervention focuses on Year 5 pupils. It's delivered by a teaching assistant in small groups, and it can be set as homework. In the process evaluation, please indicate the frequency, such as how many times a week you're delivering this, and each session should take about 10 minutes. The intervention is the look, say, cover, write, check method of learning spelling, where children study a word, say the word aloud clearly, pay attention to the spelling, cover it up with a piece of paper or their hand, write the spelling next to the original word, check their version to see if they got it right, and then write the correct spelling again if necessary. This version of the strategy emphasizes reading and saying the word aloud to help connect the written and spoken word. How to select the spellings. The national curriculum includes guidance on expected spellings for Year 5. Please use this to create a spelling list of 50 words that you will select for the intervention. If you already have your spellings decided for your scheme and these align with the DFE, this is fine. Each week, the learners will practice at least 10 new spellings using the spelling strategy, the teaching assistant. In the resource folder, you'd find a copy of the template that you can use, also an A4 guide for the assessment, and then an FAQ with frequently asked questions. You'll also find a tracking spreadsheet, which allows you to link an anonymized learner ID to a student in your class. Key considerations. Logistical issues need to be considered before using a targeted spelling strategy as an intervention. Time is a suitable time of the day for this to be delivered. Location is a suitable location, such as the classroom or library. Reminders on the day of the intervention. Resources, do you need to print the templates in advance? And rewards, will you link this to any rewards? Logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider prior to starting. And finally, the assessment. The outcome measure is attainment as defined by the pre and post assessment spelling test. The assessment is marked out of 20 and is the same for both the pre and the post. As both the control and intervention groups receive the same assessment, familiarity with the assessment should not bias the effect size. Some final guidance is complete the assessment under test conditions, allow approximately 10 to 15 minutes, provide an example of the word in a sentence for each spelling, and then make sure you record the pre and post assessment scores on your tracking spreadsheet and then input these into the platform. So that's the end of the guidance videos. If you then download the research protocol, the resource folder, and then start your trial visit.